Hey friends, I have a fun Neil Young story to share with you guys today. It's about a album that he made. It's released, I believe, in 1978 called "Comes a Time." Neil was in a really, really great groove right then, and he was releasing great albums one after another. And this is no exception. This is the one that had a lot of love on it, which is one of my all-time favorite Neil Young songs. It's one of those that just hits you just right. At least it does me. But when before the album was released, Neil had to listen to the masters and approve of. He would have to give his okay that everything was right with them before the label would press copies of it. So he was listening to it, the master tapes, and something just didn't seem right, and he wasn't really sure what it was. And he would listen to it, and he couldn't put his finger on it. He probably had that happen before, where it's like something seems wrong, but I'm not sure what it is. And he listened over and over and went on for a while and just finally probably convinced himself that something, he was just imagining it. So he signed off on the masters and the label went ahead and pressed it. A little bit of time goes by and he's listening to the master tapes again and he realized what was wrong. There was some kind of an error on the masters. And he said that when they were brought onto an airplane, something about that corrupted the master tapes and made them useless. And he told the label, he's like, "We can't release this. Don't press it." And they're like, "Well, Neil, it's too late. We've already pressed 200,000 copies of this. Vinyl copies of this album, and we can't do anything about it at this point." He's like, "Well, we can't release this because it's not up to quality. I don't want things like this out into the world with my name on it." And he says that since it's my problem and it's my fault, I signed off on it. I'll go ahead and buy these back. And I said, "Well, Neil, it's like a dollar a piece to press them." And then we mailed them all to Italy and Japan. So I had to pay for the postage to bring them back also. And he says he hated spending money, blowing money and all that, but he hated the idea of having these albums out in the world that were corrupted and people would buy them. The fans would get ripped off. So he said, "It's my mess up. I'll pay for it." And he did. He bought back 200,000 copies of vinyl records of Comes a Time. And as the years went by, there's a lot of rumors that would go around, urban legends about what happened to those albums. And one of them that you would hear a lot is that Neil would use those for target practice on his ranch. He would destroy those one by one, shooting them with a gun. And we don't know if that's true or not. But years later, Neil did an interview and somebody just asked him straight up, "Is it true you would shoot those? And, what happened to them?" And he said, this is Neil, he said that he made a roof for his barn and used those records as shingles. I love the idea of Neil Young making a roof on his barn out of his own vinyl records. I can think of nothing more Neil. I don't even know how that would work. How would you attach them physically? I guess if you're Neil, you could afford to have somebody figure that out for you. But tell me what your favorite record is from Neil, maybe in that era, the late 70s, Ditch Trilogy and beyond. And I guess I really love Lotta Love, and I'm going to listen to that today. But like this video, comment, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you guys soon. Much love to you.